code of conduct?
Yeah, actually the Greek of all the Gospels, even Mark, who's writing in a low dialect, very similar to the way Mark Twain did, all the Gospels are written in such an expert Greek. There is no way the people who wrote it were not highly educated in Greek schools, which is very peculiar because Greek schools have a particular cultural package that is very distinct from Jewish schools. So the authors of the Gospels are already, they're not Judeans, they're actually diaspora Jews who have been assimilated into Greek and Hellenistic culture and are highly educated. That means they're members of the elite, probably. They might be low-level members of the elite, but these are people who have money or families with money and have been trained up to do this in the elegant Eleusinian style. So they're actually taking stories from the Septuagint, the Greek version of the Old Testament, stories about Moses and Elijah, and they're updating it, they're borrowing phrases, they're doing that complex chiasmic structure, that ring structure I pointed out to you. They're doing all of this immensely complicated, highly advanced literary material and writing. Only upper level scholars could actually do that. So these are not fishermen writing the Gospels. These are not lowbrow people. These are people who have been highly trained in it, and not only highly trained, but we know the actual standard textbooks that they would have been reading and taught in schools and how they were taught to compose, which is exactly how the Gospels are often composed. But they would have actually read a lot of these historians because that was part of the cultural package of what you studied when you learned Greek to that level. So they are fully aware of how history actually looks, and we can be certain of that based on the quality of their own compositions.